Okay, I'm about to enter. What I need to enter right now is this. I'll probably enter before the break structure, depending on how price moves. Leave that over there. I'm not gonna, I can't afford for price to run away from me. I'm jumping in. This broker. I'm trading with funded next, and they're not, because I've already got buy positions in this, and they don't let you get more than a certain amount for some reason. Consider it bought. It's not going to let me add any more positions. I've literally tried a 0.01 just now. It's not working. So this is the buy, and I wouldn't be surprised if we got this first. Okay, so that's the setup. That's the setup there. I'll explain a little bit of why. First of all, I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside, complete. So expect a reversal or retracement at least, right? For a move. So you can see the count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do think it could be divided into an ABC. That's another thing. These ABCs, corrective waves, can make you they can look like impulses, and they're not. Second, applying the market maker method, but it is early. There's a W formation over here. Okay, so I'm looking for it to break out, tap in, break out. Okay, but depending on how efficiently we trade coming up, you might not see that pullback. Okay, because for now, currently, we are not leaving any inefficiencies behind on the 15-minute. I think it's possible it's going to be the next 15-minute candle that just goes a bit lower and comes up. So we get 1, 2, 3 pushes to the low. Even though that other 15-minute candle, I don't expect it to close bearish. I'd expect it to take this low. But let's just go to the 5-minute and have a look. 5-minute just doesn't look like a completed or finished 3. I feel like it's a B, and we'll get A, B, C like a W, X, Y. Just another push down. I prefer to see another push down. I'm already in, and I already tried to enter again, but I couldn't. Right, this green box here is my shut. If you ever get a text saying, "O2, we've noticed you haven't accepted our terms to avoid disruption of your account," if you ever get that text, know it's a scam. Don't fall for those things. Okay, right, price coming down. I like to have these on. Reason being is I can see the EMAs where we manipulate with the EMAs. Also, I can look at volume or the TDI to see what we're doing here. So right now it's either price going to displace and lose the 50 static, that's the white line, or we're just going to turn around and push up. I'm waiting for the new 15-minute candle open, and I think we're going to get the push up. That's what I'm basing my buys on. Well, that and a whole lot more. I don't know if you would have seen it, but I've just posted 2 videos saying I'm about to take the trade, and now I'm going to show me taking the trade, and then I'm going to show the result of the trade. I'm literally trying to put up shorts like this, but I don't think the videos are going to shorts, so I'll work that out, and then I'll start doing some shorts whenever I think I'm about to take a trade. And no matter what happens, I'll post the result, what happened, why I took it, why I didn't take it, why I lost, why it won, whatever. Obviously, the most higher probabilities trade setups will be the ones that I'm posting, because one, I don't want to be posting a bunch of setups that lose, and two, I want people to learn from the setups and to be able to have faith in the the ideas behind the trades. Yeah. If I could be bothered to edit the videos, I'd have probably cut the beginning and started again now just to make this shorter. But it is what it is. This I don't expect this to go on shorts. This I'm just doing the result. When I work out shorts, all of this will be shorts from before the entry, and the result. So we did come a bit lower. I did expect that. I didn't want to see this like that and just end. It didn't make sense to me. Another swipe at the low makes sense. Even another quick swipe at the low again would make sense to me. But I am expecting to start shifting out of here within 5 to 6 minutes. We don't appear to have a wick on that candle there. The market may come back and sweep that before continuing higher. And they could also leave it alone. Got liquidity here in the form of equal highs. Even looks like a bearish trend line if you really look into it. And it looks like we're taking off. Look at the TDI. It wasn't long ago we must have been here. Must have been here because we was poking down, and I was saying that I expect it to flip. Another reason why I put the indicators on. See these green? That shows me the volume. That shows me market makers' intention. Only one or two things can happen: is we burst out, or we do this and quickly turn red, come down and quickly turn red. So we've trapped people. Stop and drop. But obviously, I'm bullish. I'm expecting price to continue higher. I've been in profits because I was already in the trade. It would have been nice to be able to take another position, but Forex funded next. Is it funded next? I've never used them before. Funded next, yeah, funded next are not letting me add any more. So that is what it is. Could have added it on my personal account now that I think about it. Oh, that phone's died anyway. So that wouldn't have happened without the delay. To get this phone on. Sorry, back to Bitcoin. That was a nice play. Cross that line there. It's just coincidence, but yeah, 1 wickless candle, and that's a minor. I'm not even watching that anymore. Alright. It could be part of this candle on some time frame, like the 3 minute. Oh, we still have it. Or is that a new one? Whatever. But that does still have it in my mind that when I do see that the market can just do this. we're shifting out. They're applying volume. It's like they've added their buys to the market. That's kind of how I see it. We came to the 50 EMA on the 5-minute time frame. But if I did my Elliott wave count, you know what? That would tell me we could come down a bit more, because if this is a 1 from here to here, but let's just say it's from here to here. Alright, if it's from there to there, the minimum for a 2 would have been hit. Yeah, that's fine. If that's my 1, that's fine for a 2. I actually think it is. Didn't I have this? Okay, 1 minute. I'm sure I had it marked out already. Yeah, I had it marked here as 1, 2. And let me go back to index. One, 2. A, B, C, and 2. Alright. So we've got that 1, 2. Now we're looking for the next 1, 2. Do it from start of 1 here to the end of 1 there, and it's just, I got confused because it's the same fractal. They did exactly what they did here. They'd already done it here on a bigger scale. Let me draw it for you. They went up here in a 1, and down in the A, P, taking out the high, C. Okay? That's what they did there. They did the same thing here on a smaller scale. I'll just draw it again, and then we'll take the pictures out, okay? So, 1, then I got A, B, C here, cool. Then A, B, C, and the 2, okay? I just drag these drawings to the side. And they look like the same thing. They look like the same thing, right? This is a lower degree 1 in my view. That's a 1, 2 on a big scale. After we got that, we got another 1, 2 on the smaller degree. So I'm awaiting a 3 soon. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. We're looking for 1, 2, and then we're going up in 3. Okay, this can be 1, 2, or it can be the same thing again. 1, A, B, C. We can take out the high and then get the C. We can just go. So currently, that's 1. And we could go A, B, C, and 2, and then go up for 3, like that. If I had drawn time from there to there, this is how I had a clue as well, that potentially that was the high, is that this over here ended just after the 1-to-1 of 1. And usually, so 1 is drawn from, let me just do that again. The beginning of 1, and then if that was my end of 1, tap it twice. So that's the length of 1 from the beginning to the end, the length of 1. Now, in time. Now, if 2 had reached here, it would have been the same amount of time as 1. It would have taken the same amount of time to do 2 as 1. If it reached there, it didn't even reach there, and 2 is usually longer, at least the 1618 to the 2. Time is never an invalidation. It's a good guideline for what we see happen common in the market. So it's unlikely that's a 1 and that's a 2. If that is a 1, it's quite likely that we haven't finished 2, and we'll get an A, B, and eventually a C coming lower, finishing after 2 times the 1. And then at that point, we'll go up in the 3. That is still possible. That can happen. Where I've put 1 might not end up being 1. I believe it is, but the market can prove me wrong. So I'm going to mark out the way I see it now. So 1 there, A, B, C, 2 here. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to come. If this is correct and that's a 1, 2, you can anticipate it in the 1618 fib extension, drawn from the beginning of 1 to the end of 1 to the end of 2. And you want to see the 1618. That's here where my target is. Lines up nicely with my target, just above it. And the minimum for a 3, when 3 is an extended wave, which most of the time it is the 1618 to the 2. It can go past that, but most commonly your price will stop in here somewhere and give you a 4th wave. I like to leave the 1, 2, 3, 6 on, because even when it's bullish and we're going up there, I usually see price at the 1 and the 1, 2, 3, 6 start to give us like false signals and try and get people to sell the market, and then it'll jump up in here, and then it will sell the market after people start buying it when they saw it jump up, and it'll sell the market into a 4th wave, and that time it's inducing buyers and sellers for a long period of time. Most of the time, longer than the time it takes to make the 2 wave, by about 4 times the time it takes to make the 2 wave. So these buys are still happening, still bullish, still in my buys. Same as GU, that's why I kept checking it. I'll put these indicators on. I want to see one of the 5-minute candles turn green and shift us out of the area. But it's low volume right now. Got that with the 1. And yeah, it is what it is. Did we get on the 3-minute? Yeah, cool. Right in between the 1 and the 5. It's getting to half an hour since I actually called this on YouTube. First video. Probably is past half an hour. So hopefully people will see it and be on in the trade if they wanted to jump in it. Who am I?
Playing from Elliot's Fine Hockey Stick.
Alexa, mute. Alexa, mute. Who am I for people to just be jumping on? You know, I'm trying to build a reputation on YouTube, and there are well-established people that have taken their trades and they failed. So I don't necessarily expect people to jump in the trades, but I would like them to see how the methodology works. That I do know what I'm talking about, and I can see the market from all types of angles. I trade. I've learned, should I say, all of them from Wyckoff, Elliott Wave, market structure, supply and demand, liquidity concepts, ICT concepts, smart money concepts. Only thing I haven't really dived into much is those patterns. What are they called? Those patterns. I've forgotten what they call them. Not any wave. Do you know when you got like the, I don't want to say Batman because you might confuse that with a market maker method, but half a Batman, I trade that. But the other patterns, there's some weird patterns, geometric patterns. I didn't get too into that. I nearly started with those near the beginning of my trading journey when I was with that IML group, and I saw those patterns, Gartley patterns and things like that. The Gartley patterns, that's what I'm on about. Yeah, I don't trade those. I don't know about that. But everything else, I've studied it down to the EMA's market maker method and everything. Fractal structure, swing structures, all of it. So putting these things together, not that I look at every trade like that. Sometimes it's purely because of the W formation at the EMAs coming from demand, market maker method, but I've included demand in there, but market maker method. I've got an extra confluence that we did hit demand, you know. Market maker method on the TDI, when we've got the W, we want to see divergence. Okay, from here we got divergence. From here we made a lower low, but here we made a higher high. Okay, continued. On the 15-minute is where we like to see it. 15-minute and the hour. You can see same thing here, divergence. Want to see that W formation on the 15-minute minimum, and that's my W. Okay, looking to break out some form of a retrace, continuation to the upside. There's times for this as well, where it's more probable it's more probable to get the big moves. But I still trade this out of those hours when it forms, if it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm sticking my neck out with this because I've posted the videos. They're up there. They've been up there for a good 40 minutes now. And we're going to see what happens. Just going to look at this stuff. Recursion pharmaceuticals. I'm waiting for this to prove to me that this correction's over. I'm hoping we don't get a triangle in here, A, B, C, D, E, because that would make this a B wave. And yes, we'll continue higher, but it'll be a corrective move. Not expecting that. Currently, it's a bit confusing this as well. I'm looking for, the only way I can excuse this 1, 2, 1, 2 is calling the whole thing a 1. Yeah, but it's not an impulse 1. We get 1, 2, a 3, a 4, and then a 5. It would be a zigzag and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leading diagonal. That's currently what I'm looking for now. So if 3 was to be here, this line would go there. And then if 4 was to be here, this line would go there. Those lines would be converging. I'd expect the 5th wave. So I'd be expecting something like this. 5th wave shorter than the 1-to-1 of 3. And then a 2-wave correction and a move back up in 3. For Recursion Pharmaceuticals. Tesla, I'm not convinced the bottom is in, but I'm in. Because I don't expect much of a move down if it comes down. But it's starting to become convincing. This will be a very good thing to see, break of here. And then price to be trading above here. That's it. Low is in. and I'm already in, and I'll be looking for pullbacks to add to my position. Got a W formation here. Just need it to break out, break some structure, pull back, hop in, back to the matter at hand. Bitcoin making its move up. We're above the daily open, which is the yellow line. If the intent was to trap people, make them want to buy at the daily open, and then we went down, we wouldn't come back up here to release those buyers or those that held on. Yeah, we didn't break structure here. Okay. we broke that, but it's internal, right? We got demand here. The swing low is over here. So that's not their intention. What I read from this is the market makers, and we got the psychological levels here, the high and the low. The market makers wanted people to buy, and then started making them want to sell, breaking low, redistribute, break low, pull up, break low. It wanted people to sell. After we got these moves to the downside like that, 1, 2, 3 hits to the low, we've come up, faked lower, come up, and we just accumulated here. This here is an accumulation, a reaccumulation inside a bigger accumulation that is forming. So if I just mark out this area, this is going to be our demand. Oh, so there you go. Already noticed that. Let's do this. Let's view this on a higher time frame. Can you see how this is that down close candle's been? That's what's been highlighted here. Right, and over here as well. Quick push down, tapped into some demand in here, and then we just went up. Trying to find a time frame that will, there you go. Okay, price was going up, sharp, one move, one candle, sharp move down, swiped the low of it, and then went up. If we created an order block on our way up as well. It's the same action. Price comes up, shoots down, then engulfs. And we did that inside an order block, which is inside another potential order block. Once we close above here, this would be an order block. This down move and engulfment be an order block. Taken off. I wonder if they'll let me add to my position now. Funded next. That's who I'm with right now. I haven't had this on anything else. Oh, I should have turned my phone on. It's charging, but I didn't turn it on. Not the best at multitasking. Alright. The way it took off, so far so good. Is it green? It'd be good to see at least a 5 minute candle that's highlighted in green. I want to see a shift candle confirming the market makers have entered their positions. But we've got one forming now on the 3. Maybe when that closes, the 5 will turn green. It's closed now. 5 is still grey. I think that 5 minute will turn green. But yeah, volume to the upside is kicking in. Can I buy? No. It's about something to do with the size of your order. I was thinking maybe some margin was included in that factor, but I don't think so. Every trade I've got is in profit. I was always tempted to close my GBP long. It doesn't make sense, man. It's gonna take this high. So the alert will let me know to come and look, and then I'll soon take it off. And it could go, it could even go more. It could even just go like it surprise us. No news, no reason. You just do it. You see why I called this on YouTube? Because I was certain of it. I was certain of this. My target is certain. I'm not going to keep yapping right now. I'm just going to post a quick update once that target has happened and what could potentially happen next. We've shifted out of the zone. I think that's fine. The third wave for this 1, 2 is here. In fact, it could be like this. No. I'm going for this right now. For this right now. Something along these lines. So definitely looking to take out this area here at 84.18. So definitely above there. There's a bit of supply in this wick over here. I'll just leave it as a thin line there. So that's the top of that wick over there. There are supply area over here that I'm certain we will touch. And I'll just draw the midline, because that's a good resistance zone for price to turn around in if we make it that high. And I'm sure we will. Alright, so that's it for now. I will update you once price hits that level and see if there's a setup from that point. Alright, trade good, peace.